Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tracie Mahan. This is going to be a channeled segment with Daniel, but there's a little twist to it. I have a little art piece here that I was inspired to make right before I already pulled up the video, was ready to start recording, and just got a real big hit to draw something. So this is light language in a written form. There is something there that is being downloaded for you. And for me, for all of us, this is a download. So hopefully you can see it okay. Even if it is small on your little, what do we want to call it, phone device, I think that's plenty. It's just the intention that you're seeing it and getting the download from that. And so very unusual for me to get something like that to want to draw and post, but there it is. Okay. Just want to do a reminder to everybody because I didn't put as much time between the two workshops this time. The next workshop I am filming here on Saturday. It is July 17th today that I'm filming. July 24th is the next workshop, and that is Bridging the Gap. And it's just been such a journey to go through these. You don't have to do them in any particular order. If you didn't do the other workshops, it doesn't matter. You can still do this one, and if you're drawn to it, do it, because it is just a large expansion into self-love, self-discovery, knowing who we are, looking at our world and our realities in such a different way. And it's been very expansive. In my experience, if you know me, if you're new to the page or the channel, I channel an Arcturian called Daniel, and so I don't know what's going to be said in these workshops. I don't know what's going to happen until we get there, and so I get the download of what the name of it's going to be, and kind of get the gist of what it's going to be. Bridging the Gap is the next one, and it's from my understanding, it's going to be about bridging the gap between yourself and source and yourself and the collective. So and only I've just got that in my head. Only the collective that is at the vibrational frequency you are at. You're not going to be tapping into lower frequencies or third dimensional frequencies. This is about the fifth dimension. This is about the evolution of us getting to that fifth dimension and holding and sustaining that energy. So if that is of interest to you, the link for that's down below. If you're interested in the other workshops that have already happened, those are available for purchase on my website. That link's also down below, traciemahan.com. You'll be able to find all the links at traciemahan.com if you're not able to work with what I put down below. Okay, that all being said, let's pay attention to that. Let's see if we can get any information about what that's about. Okay, I'm curious myself, and it's as I look at it from this view instead of looking directly at it, but looking at it from the camera's view, it even has a different energy to it. So it's interesting. Let's go find out what that's about and see if we can put something together with it. All right, you guys, thank you always for being here. Thank you for liking my videos, because when you like them, it puts it out there to more and more people. It would really be nice to be able to keep expanding and growing. So please, thank you. Like the video, comments. I always love your comments. You guys share so well. And I thank you all so much for sharing your journeys with me. So I appreciate you. I want to start with that. Gratitude, great gratitude. Okay, I'm going to go get Daniel. Let's find out what he has to say. You all live in this world that is very magical in its own right. You all have a piece in that. You all play a part in that. And as separate as that is at times, it is also very unified, isn't it? And what we want to do, what we did with the visual drawing, is there are a few things going on in there. Some of it is about you coming full circle into a completion, into a time in your lives when you know it's time for a change, when you know it's time for something to shift for you, and for a new level of your enlightenment to come in. And we've talked a lot about it's time for that next level. It's time for that next level. This is a download of information for you everyone will receive it differently. You will receive it where you are at. You will receive it in your signature, in your abilities to translate that information on the wall there. What we want to say to you is that each and every one of you that are watching this has something for you. Look at that picture as best you can. And at one point, we will have Tracie bring that up to the camera. That'll be at the end of the video. We'll have her take it off of the wall and bring it up to the camera to give you a chance to pause your video and just spend some time with the drawing. And so she says, I hope I don't forget to do that. And we will be here to remind her to do that. So we thank you so much for taking the time to let this integrate with you. Let this move through your systems, through your memories, through your activations. It is an activator. It is clarity. This is bringing clarity to you. What is your next right move? Where is it that you are meant to be? What is it you're supposed to be doing? Whatever those questions are that are shifting and moving through your mind. It is next level energy coming in that this is helping you acclimate to. This is helping you to receive. This is helping you to have a smoother transition into receiving the higher frequencies and vibrations. There is a lot going on with the world's expansion. A lot of people that are opening their minds, a lot of people that are shutting their minds, yes, or it may seem that way. We don't want you to think that people are shutting their minds, because they are not. What is happening is some of these people that you see out there in this world that are being stubborn, and this is an interesting way to move forward. So somebody must need to hear this. If you feel that somebody is being stubborn, that somebody is shutting down, that somebody is not participating or even giving it a chance to listen to what it is you have to say, what it is that you are trying to awaken them to, we say to you, pull your energy back. Pull it back. You are spreading love and joy. You are in that place. And that person that you see shutting down, or the collective that you see shutting down, it is not to worry about them. Remember, every one of you is on a journey. And just as you had your teams aligned with you, and we really want you to hear this, because we all take responsibility for each other, don't we? We all want to help our fellow neighbor, our friends, our family. But we have to ask you, did you have faith that you set up the right thing in your path to help you awaken at the right time for you? There have been people that were awake before you were awake. There will be people that wake up after you're awake. And we have to say, you lined it up perfectly for your awakening at the right time for you and your journey on this planet. And can you have the faith that all the other humans on this planet also did the same thing? Everybody is on a journey. Everybody is in their ascension and in their awakening. And there are so many stories out there about not everybody will go to the fifth dimension. Not everybody will wake up. Not everybody. Well, we have to tell you again, have faith. Have faith, have trust and love in this planet, in this journey that you are on, that everyone has set it up in their life to do exactly what they came here to do. And have you ever considered that maybe some of the players in this game, as Tracie has been calling it, this game, that other people in this reality with you, that maybe as volunteers, they signed up to be the collective that looks like they're not awake, so that you have some pressure against you, so that you have something to work against. Maybe they signed up to be the adversity in your life. Maybe they signed up to be the ones that are looking like they are creating the trouble or the havoc, so that you wake up and so that you can evolve in the way that you wanted to. Maybe that is their role. So when we take all judgment off of every single person on this planet, take it all off, even the worst of the worst of the worst, take it off. Take the judgment off of them. See them as playing their role perfectly. See them as doing what they came here to do in that moment. How is it triggering you? How is it setting you forward in your path and your trajectory of what it is you are supposed to be doing here in this world? And that is where we want you to focus. Quit putting your attention outside of yourself. What is it you are supposed to be doing? Where is your passion? Where is your energy going? And is your energy going there in a place of love? Is your energy going there in a place of wanting to resolve the problem or wanting to be right about the problem? Where is it that you can make your adjustments? And only you know these answers. And not everybody will resonate with what we are saying here. But where is it that you can make your adjustments to move your energy back to a place of love, of consideration, of compassion, of kindness? This is where we want you to see. That is where evolution is. That is where ascension is. That is where the fifth dimension is. You cannot hold a fifth dimensional frequency when you have anger in your heart, when you are frustrated, when you are hurting, when you are in pain. And so the journey to heal that is an individual journey. That is your journey. That is your neighbor's journey. That is the collective's, individual's journey to heal the personal wounds. Now you can work on the collective of healing the collective wounds and send out beautiful love and light towards that, compassion towards that. Know that each person has had their journey. They have their ancestral trails. They have their abuse. They have their abusers. They are the abusers. They are the inflictors. You are the abuser and the inflictor. You have played all the roles. Do you understand? You have done all the things that you see happening here on the planet. As you heal that, as you heal those aspects of self that played the lives, that played the roles, that played them. Yes. Do not judge it because it was there for a reason. Do not judge it and make it right, wrong, good, or bad. It is characters. You are playing these roles. You came in to have that experience. You wanted to know what that was like so that you have the contrast to that which you are playing now, to what you are doing in other lifetimes. All of it is an experience. It is not who you are. Let us say that again. It is all an experience and it is not who you are. And the experiences that other people are having, that is not who they are. And when you can separate that and you can move into the soul expansion of that, you will see with great clarity, this sign that we put up here on the wall. You will see with great clarity the beauty in the design, the beauty in that contrast, the beauty in all of it. You find the love in that. You are the love in that. And you can move and shift out of judgment. You can move and shift out of good, bad, or ugly, out of guilt, out of shame, out of pointing fingers and blame and hurt and confusion. And as you move yourselves out of that beautiful, you move into a beautiful place. That is what we want to say. It is a beautiful transition when you find forgiveness for yourself. If you have a hard time finding forgiveness for another, maybe what you do is you think about, well, what if I had a lifetime where I played that role? What would I want? How would I want that to work in my life? How would I want people to treat me? Where would I want that to go? Find the love, find the compassion, find the forgiveness. It is a journey for some of you, and we get that. It is a place that you can't just hit it with a light switch and say, oh, I'm going to forgive that. And you just hit a switch and then boom, poof, you are all good, right? No, you have to dig deeper. You go into this and you find where your wounds are, where the hurts are, where the pains are. There are some great sorrows out there. There are some deep hurts. There are some tremendous losses. There are some tremendous betrayals. We understand. We understand that. And we feel it with you in those deepest levels. And we want you to know that you are so loved. Even when you can't find it in yourself to go one more minute, we love you so much. Even when you can't find it in yourself to let something go because it hurts so bad, because it's such a deep hole in your heart. We love you so much. We're here on this journey with you, even when you cannot feel us because the pain is too deep and the vibration is too low. But we are there. And we are trying to find a way to orchestrate the right people in the right places and the right things in your life, the right words, and maybe this video will be part of that for you. But we want for you to have the best life. We want for you to find the healing. We want for you to see the healing in others when they are at those depths and those darkest places. Maybe there's something you can say or do that transitions it out when you let go of the judgment, when you let go of the pain, and you can bring the forgiveness in for another who has gone to a deep and dark place and has said and done things that seem unforgivable. So today, wow, isn't that a heavy energy that we bring in? But the clarity around your journey. What is your path? What is it that you can do? And when you live your best life, when you step into that role of living your best life, and you can move into those places where you are finding your joy, your spark, your light, and when you make that your focus, that is when you will find yourself moving in the right direction and inspiring others to do the same. And that is when it becomes easier to be in the lighter frequencies and to hold and sustain those lighter frequencies. And it is a shedding of the old, it is a releasing of the old, a forgiveness and transmutation of these pains and hurts and ailments and all of the aches and pains in the body, letting them go. Bring back the sweetness in life. Bring back the joy in your life. Bring back the laughter in your life. Let go of the guilt, let go of the hurt, let go of the pain, let go of the suffering, let go of the punishing behaviors, let go of the sabotage. Tracie has been doing something this week that she finds helpful. When she has been doing these workshops with us, she has been holding this space with us, and on that journey, she has had a lot of things surface. She has had a lot of her stuff come up, and she's talked a little bit about it, and she has let this stuff come up, and sometimes it's very hard, and sometimes it's very confusing, and sometimes she just wants to pretend it's not there and walk away and distract herself with something else. But we have not let her do that. We have made her sit with it. We have made her deal with it. We have made her, not made her, we have encouraged her. We have encouraged her to face it, to deal with it, to feel it, to understand it, to grieve with it, to let it come up and surface, so that she can create a shift in her life that is going to open doors in so many ways. And she already feels it. She feels it opening the door. She feels it when she goes out into the world and she feels supported by people around her. And she gets encouraging things, and she sees billboards and banners and license plates and bumper stickers and all of these things that are reflecting back to her something that is so magical that she sometimes rubs her eyes and wonders, am I seeing this right? Am I hearing that right? Show me a sign, show me demonstration, she says. Give it to me. But when that voice in her head shows up that says, you are not worthy, you don't get to have this life, this is what she has been saying. She says, well, hello, old friend. You are no longer welcome here. And then she goes, pink, and she says, bye-bye. And she lets it go. And she throws it off the shoulder, like that image of the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. She was like, you do not get to speak to me like that anymore. You do not get to tell me I am not worthy of this grand life that I desire and that I love being in, with all these beautiful, amazing people around me, all the support and this glorious time that we are in. You don't get to tell me I'm not worthy of that, because I know better. I know better. I know that the universe wants me to thrive and be alive and be welcoming of all of these things that are coming in, and opening up to receiving and enjoying and laughing and playing and having a good time and being out here in this world that is so fabulous and full of other people that want to do the same thing. And then we all find each other, don't we? We all find each other and we laugh and we play together, and magical things start happening, and sparks of light start flying around, and inspiration is in the air, and things are starting to evolve and move and spread, and it is wonderful. And that is the magic we want you to step in. That is the place we want you to go. You know, she also does the hashtag of the magic is real, and she is so strongly attached to that because it happens in her life every day, and she sees it every day, and she acknowledges it as often as she possibly can. The magic is real. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cute little bird in the tree. How magical is that? And it's sitting there, and it's making it's self-known to me and it's showing itself to me. And then she'll find something else that is just as simple and finds the magic in that. And then there are the bigger things that are full of magic that are all around her as well. And all of this stuff is happening because she is allowing to let the flow of it come into her. And so step into that, be in the allowing of the flow of it all to come in for you as well. Let that be your focus. Let that be your presence. Let that be your magic. We want this for you. You want this for you. Say yes to it. Say yes to it and step into it and say, what would the world look like if I let go of my hurt and my pain? What would the world look like if I decided to forgive these things? What would the world look like if I didn't hold judgment on certain things that have happened in my life, or certain people, or certain ways of being, or certain companies, and all of these different things where I'm holding this anger and resentment, and I'm telling these stories around it? What would my world look like if I just focused on the things that were going right, and the things that were powerful, and the things that held the brightest of light? And then you start to notice that things that do not hold that frequency of light, they're no longer in your bubble. They're no longer tapping on your shoulder. But it can take some of you a little bit of time to work through some of these things. Everyone is on a different path with that. And everyone is doing this a little bit differently. And everyone is fighting a different battle. So we are not to say that it is not a light switch. For some of you, you might just make that decision and it will be a light switch and you'll have that experience. And for some of you, you will invite this to come in, and you'll invite your guides and your councils and your starseed families to come in and work with you with this. And you'll start that journey and it'll be miraculous and wonderful and beautiful. And we say to you, we are here to support you. We are here. And we are here to help push away, to help move you through whatever words you want to use, to help evolve you in a different way, so that your responses to the things that are not working for you any longer can be coming from a place of the heart, coming from a place of love, coming from a place of compassion, even in the darkest of the dark of the dark. Yes. And so we don't want to laugh about darkness, no, but we want you to realize that there is a place in your heart that can respond to that darkness, that will shift it and move it. And it moves it out of the reality of the planet is what it's going to do. It's going to move it out of the reality of the planet when we can all respond to it in love. It cannot survive in the darkness if it is surrounded by love, right? And so we love the darkness. We love it. We know it's going through its own thing. We know it's working its own thing out. And there was something, some version, some catalytic moment in its presence that created it. And so we just love it through it as it's working it out. And we come at it with a loving presence, even if we are standing against it with our boundaries saying no. You can come at it and say no. Just like we said, that little voice in Tracie said, she says, oh, hello, friend, but you are your old friend. You are not allowed here anymore. And let's just transition you onto whatever highest vibration we can at this time, because you are not allowed to come in here and tell me I am not worthy anymore. You are not allowed to come in here and tell me that I am not everything that I can be. And you are not allowed to be that voice in my head anymore. You can say that to the world, to society. No, this presence of this behavior and this treatment is no longer allowed. And we love you. Thank you for all the energy that you've put in to push me to this place where I love myself enough to say no to you now. And I appreciate that you did that job for me, that you have showed up in my life, in my reality, in my world, to push me and my collective to this place where we are standing in our own power. We are realizing who we are. We are realizing how strong we are, how bright we are, how beautiful we are, and we are going to stand in that. And when we stand in that, that is when you can no longer affect us, and you can no longer push our buttons, and you can no longer put us in fear, because we now understand who we are. We now know that we are stronger than anything you can come at us with. We now know we are brighter than any light you could ever try to muster against us, because we are unified. We are beautiful. We are source. We are the magic. Stand in that, stand in that, stand in that, and unify. Okay. Whew, we love this beautiful collective. We love this beautiful collective. You are amazing in our reality. We are so blessed to be here with you. And we thank you for letting us be a part of that reality with you, part of this journey with you. Thank you for watching this video. And thank you for your support and your gathering and your collective minds as we all come together in this beautiful place. Thank you so much. And we will bring Tracie back in. She's going to hold that picture up. See, we did remind her. We're going to have her hold that picture up for you. If she can get it off her wall, she taped it on there pretty good. Okay, so we ask you now to just be focused on receiving the highest vibration possible from this drawing. And we ask all your gatekeepers, we ask your councils and your guardians to be around you to only allow in the highest vibration possible, because that is always our intention. As you are a beautiful soul, we thank you so much for being here, and we enjoy every moment we get to spend with you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, so now I get to try to get this off my wall, and I'm going to put that up to the camera. That wasn't so bad, was it? Okay, so there we go. This is the drawing. If you want to pause and just spend a minute with that. There's a lot going on there. A lot of different dimensional pieces, I think. Some clarity. Things are going to be coming full circle here. Beautiful, beautiful times that we're in. Okay, you guys, that's going to be the end of that. Beautiful times that we are in. Thank you guys all so much for being here with me. Don't forget to click like. And if you're interested in bridging the gap, I think we got a piece of that there, don't you think? Where we got a little piece of bridging the gap. But it always shows up in such miraculous ways in these little workshops and stuff. The workshop is $30. That link's down below. Saturday, July 24th, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Please figure out your time zones. I'd love to see you there with us as we grow this collective, as we keep moving this energy bigger and bigger. It just keeps expanding. Thank you to everybody who has been showing up to the workshops. Your energy there is always so magical and so expansive as well. And I love and adore you all. Thank you for your support. And thank you for joining me here on the YouTube and on my Facebook. And I'm horrible about Instagram, but thank you to those that are over there on Instagram. It makes me post things so differently, and I can't share the way that I normally share. And I always have to use my phone, and I like to sit down on my computer and make things happen there. So I try to get on Instagram. Sorry to those of you that are more Instagrammers. You guys are all beautiful. Thank you so much. Love you. I'm going to say my goodbyes now. Bye-bye.